The purpose of this brief instructional video is to explain how to participate in the small group projects embedded into weeks 7 through 9 of this course, and in particular how to participate in the small group discussions in weeks 7 and 8 of the course. And the way we've designed this class is to introduce you to a discipleship curriculum called Christianity Explored based on the book of Mark. And because we're trying to cover this whole curriculum in basically 2 weeks, we did not want to ask you to actually view every lesson and complete all of the lessons in this curriculum on your own. So instead, what we're doing is having you work together with a small group of individuals to teach one another the different components of this curriculum. So in week 7, you're actually looking at lessons 1 through 3 in that curriculum. You will select one of those lessons, and then you will be responsible to teach the other group members about that lesson, and then you'll dialogue together about what you learned, and in that way basically you're teaching one another the content of weeks, or rather lessons 1 through 3 in the curriculum. Then in week 8 you'll actually look at the remaining 4 lessons. You'll divide it up, you'll teach each other that curriculum, so that then by week 9 you're able to do a kind of review of the curriculum and write a group essay with some recommendations about how you could use that curriculum. And so what I want to do here is show you how during week 7 and 8 you will participate in the small group discussion. If you go into the week 7 folder, you'll see the instructions here, you'll see this video providing some overview of how to do this. You'll find a link here for how you can access the Christianity Explored videos, and then you're going to see this small group discussion week 7 item. And this is just a typical discussion forum, but what you need to know is that when you click into it, you will actually see some pre-populated threads. And so what you're going to do is you're going to work only with your group. And to identify your group, what you'll do is you'll look at this menu over here on the left of your screen, and you'll see My Groups, a My Groups tab pop up here, and it's going to say you're working on Groups Projects Group 2, or if you're in Group 1, it'll say Group 1, or if you're in Group 3, it'll say Group 3. That's what you need to do first. Look over here under the My Groups area to identify which group am I in. Now when I go to that week 7 forum, what I will do is I will operate completely within this initial thread called Small Group 2. If you click on that, you'll go into the thread. This is just like any discussion thread, and you will hit a reply here. That's how you'll post your initial post, as a reply. And then all of the discussion should kind of happen in, like, think of a tree type of format where you're all replying within this small group 2 discussion thread. That's how you'll organize your discussion. You're not responsible to read or to interact with people in the other small groups. You're only responsible to interact with those within your designated group. And that is how the discussion will work again in week 8 of this course. And then once you get to week 9, there's a separate instructional video there explaining how to collaborate with your group. You work with the same group members in order to craft that group essay and reflection on your experience with the Christianity Explored curriculum. I hope you'll find this helpful. It's an amazing curriculum. I think it's very helpful, and I hope that you will personally benefit from it, and that you'll also find ways maybe that you'll want to introduce other people to that curriculum. You might be interested to know that there are youth versions of that curriculum and such. So familiarize yourself with it, explore it, and enjoy getting into Mark as well. That's the other thing we wanted to do here, was get you into the book of Mark and just enjoy reading about the life of Christ. Have a great week. Thank you.